High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Hello and welcome back to some more F1 25 in another part of the Toyota My Team career mode. Last time out, we were battling with Max Verstappen all the way to the checkered flag in the sprint race, but today we are going to try and do it in the feature race. We have got soft tyres to use. We have got a set of mediums and hards for the race, so that is absolutely fine. No worries there. I don't think we need to change anything about the setup. I think we're in a good place. We'll go out there sort of middle of the session, get our lap time in while the track is fairly quiet, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed all of that good stuff. I am thoroughly enjoying the series so far, and I'm glad you guys are too. So without further ado, let's get into the action and see how we get on here at Spa. Well, coming around the corner, it's been a beautiful, smooth lap, and we head up to the line, and that is the fastest lap so far, 144.0. It just was so smooth and so satisfying to drive, as we found in the sprint race as well. Just a beautiful, beautiful setup this weekend. 3/10 quicker than Norris there. I don't think we're seriously in the running for pole position, but certainly fastest in Q1. It could well be that we manage. I mean, Colapinto's right up there as well, so maybe we do have a fast car around here. Here we come through the bus stop chicane. Another very, very smooth lap. Here we come up to the line into the 43s now, a 143.7. So 3/10 quicker than what we managed in Q1, and yeah, this car is unbelievable. Colapinto up in fourth as well, so it's looking very, very good for a potential pole position. And of course, we will ride on board with the car for 2 runs in Q3, and yeah, really excited for this. I'm fairly sure we got, or you know, people got into the 42s in sprint qualifying, so I still think that there's people holding back here. Well, I think it's very telling how comfortable we are that we've not even had a look at, you know, who went out in Q2. It looks like, again, both Mercedes cars are out before Q3 shootout, and it looks like at least one of the McLarens is as well. That's not the best start to the lap there, so it's not ideal. We have put an extra click of front wing on to try and help us go flat out through Pouon. That could mean that this car's a little bit unstable through some of the corners, but just look how smooth we can be on the car. I mean, we're barely putting any steering input in at all. And well, for the first time, we're not purple through the first sector, so yeah, we will see what happens here. Comes through Rivage there and into No Name corner. Again, really, really smooth. This is the corner I wanted to now take flat out, and there you go, flat out it is. Carlos Sainz goes quickest with a 144.8. I think now that we've gone flat out through there, we're virtually guaranteeing ourselves a front row. 43.8 currently the fastest, and we're purple through that middle sector. This is looking very, very good. 43.3 from Lewis Hamilton. That is the quickest time so far in this qualifying session. Tsunoda into the 42s now. 42.8 for Yuki Tsunoda. I don't think we can go much quicker than what we are doing. That'll lock up into the final corner, and this isn't going to be good because we get a bit of oversteer out of the final corner. Up to the line to 43.2. We can improve on that. It goes P2 for now. And there's that Ocon, I think, but Colapinto P3. Wow, I mean, well, how exciting is this going to be? This is going to be a proper battle for pole position. We have got the pace here. let's have a little look. So, yeah, I mean, our middle sector is just so far and away the best. We just messed up that last sector, didn't we? Here we go then, it all comes down to this. So we need to have a good start to the lap. And if we can come through the final corner that smooth, I think pole position is going to be ours. So here we go then. This is the lap. That will separate pole position from second. It's not ideal through La Source. We're going to use a little bit of overtake on the exit just to give us a boost up the hill. And that's pretty good, and you can see we are gaining slightly. But only slightly at the moment. Let's see how we compare to Sonoda. Well, not very well. Sonoda's gone even quicker, by the way. I didn't see what time he put in, but yeah, gonna have to be at our absolute best here into no-name corner. That's pretty good. Got to hold it flat out through Pouon again, and that's very nice, but losing a little bit of time. But it's all on the final sector, really. But again, just a little lift there. I think we're losing too much time here. We're slightly up on Yuki Tsunoda. 42.990 is what he's currently on. I thought it was a 42.8 that he had. We're into the final corner. Let's see what we can pull off here. Again, a little bit of oversteer, and we head up to the line. This is going to be very close. It's a 42.9. Is it, Paul?
Well done. That was a fantastic
yes,
drive.
it is.
Bring it home.
Pole position for the Toyota team by the skin of our teeth. Wow. That must have only been a couple of hundredths, if that. Oh, 2,000ths of a second. Wow, that is unbelievable. What a performance. Max Verstappen down in P6. Colapinto up in P3. Well, what a chance to win our first Grand Prix. And with Colapinto up there as well, you know, it could well be a 1-2. What a lap that was.
Welcome then, as we take a step back into the nostalgic golden days of motorsport. Spa is unashamedly a throwback, and all the better for it. Climbs, drops, sharp turns, chicanes, sweeping high-speed corners, all while taking in some of the most beautiful scenery that Europe has to offer. This might sound like a travel brochure, but it's not. It's a race day. Welcome along to Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Zach O'Sullivan lines up on pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Colapinto, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, and Piastri, Ocon, Sainz, Albon, and Jack Doohan, Norris, Russell, Liam Lawson, and Bortoletto, Behrman, Stroll, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Nico Hülkenberg, Gasly, Hadjar, Verstappen, and Fernando Alonso rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves, big excitement, what?
Always extra nerves at the start of the race, Gruffy. Probably at the start of the race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest.
in anticipation. And you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong and how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
Okay, here we are then, down on the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
And, well, we think rain could come a little bit later into this race, so just need to be ready for that, if indeed it does come. Hopefully we'll be alright, starting from pole position for the very first time in our career, and very first time for the Toyota team since their return. First pole position since Bahrain 2009, I believe. That was Jarno Trulli leading Timo Glock.
Rain is
Toyota
forecast in just
1-2.
over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Well, there you go, 10 minutes until the rain. And what sort of strategy will that lead to? Will it be heavy rain? Will we be needing to come in and change to the intermediate tyres, or are we going to risk it out there? That's the only thing that can really come in our way today, you feel, of a very, very strong result. Obviously mistakes, but we were as quick as Max Verstappen yesterday, and we were pulling away from the field, so I'm hopeful that we can do something very, very similar to that today. And of course yesterday in the sprint, Yuki Tsunoda picked up some damage in an incident with Charles Leclerc. Now, interestingly, Lewis Hamilton has saved a set of soft tyres, so he's going to be starting on the softs. Perhaps he's hoping to get through to the rain on those softs and then have the option when he comes into the pits of changing onto those intermediate tyres. It might be an easier decision for him, so there's some difference of strategy out there, and it is going to be very, very interesting to see if we can pull this off, pull off the impossible. We'll go into hot lap mode now and make sure we get a very clean getaway. Convert this, because this is an opportunity to win a race in our first season, which would be absolutely amazing. Well, they're all passing us now. Yeah, we're gonna angle it over to the left like we did yesterday. You know, we angled it over to the left for Yuki Tsunoda.
Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding
We managed
drivers as the lights go out.
to pass him into turn one. We're hoping to get off to a very good start in the race. Here we go, starting from pole position. Lights out, away we go here in Belgium. It's a very good start off the grid. It's a good start for Colapinto as well, and he's going to pass Yuki Tsunoda into turn one. We lead out of La Source. Colapinto is second, then Tsunoda, then Hamilton, and then Charles Leclerc in P4. Tsunoda gets back past Colapinto as we head through Eau Rouge, and Radion and Colapinto is side by side, but the advantage is that now they're all battling. Hamilton is getting involved as well. He could well be second as we come through the first sector, a little bit wide into that corner there. Possibly losing a little bit of brake temperature as we were heading down the Kemmel Straight. A little bit nervy coming through these corners, but we've got an almost 2-second lead here over Yuki Tsunoda because there's battling going on behind. So what a start it is. Obviously on much heavier fuel than we were in qualifying, not on those soft tyres again. You know, and in the sprint as well, we were on medium tyres, so we know that these will last a a good 8 to 10 laps. Well, a very, very strong start. Already 3 seconds is the gap because those guys have been battling, and that is just going to really help us to look after our tyres and just have that little bit of peace of mind if and when that rain comes. But we know we are fast out there. A little bit of oversteer through that final corner.
DRS now enables. DRS enables.
It just seems to be that when we come through the bus stop after a sort of hot lap, if you like, we're losing that rear end a little bit, so we might have to just be a little bit careful. Possibly take off a little bit of front wing at the pit stop, so I'm going to actually do that. That will just help us out a little bit. Just provide a bit more balance to the car. But yeah, perfect start for us, in all honesty. Couldn't have been any better. Wait, join me as we start lap 5 of this Grand Prix. And it's going very, very well so far. Got a 3-second lead over Franco Colapinto, our teammate. Sonoda is in 3rd at the moment. We're doing a very good job of staying ahead of him. Now, we have had 2 track extension warnings, so just got to be a little bit wary of that. But you know, we're not exactly pushing hard at the minute, and we're keeping a good distance to the guys in front, so yeah, I don't think we really need to worry about that. Only thing will be when the rain comes, you know, just got to make sure we keep it on the track. Don't want to be putting anything to chance. A little bit of over-eagerness on the curve there. And again, just is going to give Colapinto a little bit of a boost. But yeah, I mean, you know, we're 10 seconds ahead of Lewis Hamilton here. It's unbelievable the sort of time we're pulling out on people. Here comes the rain. Question is, how much is it going to affect things? I think we just need to stay out here on the medium tyres until we know either way. Yeah, a little bit slippy through there. Obviously with a track like Spa, different parts of the track will get wet.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
At different rates. Yeah, Colapinto is going to be seeing this as his opportunity. Now we need to make sure that we keep our advantage. Colapinto has been slightly gaining on us the last couple of laps, just because of a couple of little mistakes, particularly into that bus stop chicane.
Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
But, well, look at this. I mean, Colapinto is closing in on us here. He seems to have more grip in these conditions than we do. 2.5 is the gap now. Ooh, Fernando Alonso is out now. If that brings the safety car out, we are just going to have to come in and take our medicine, I think.
Okay, be aware, we expect severe loss of grip from the tyres very soon.
I don't know whether this is going to be turning into an intermediate track anytime soon. I think we're going to have to go around another lap. Just to check. But yeah, Colapinto is definitely closing in now.
Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
And still on dry tyres. Looking at these tyres now, look at that, 80% on the rears.
Caution.
It's getting wet out there, it's very, very slippy.
It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
This is a really, really tough situation because we need to come in, because these mediums are dying. I don't know what the right decision is here.
Weather's changing now. We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
He's suggesting coming in and putting on the intermediates.
Understood. Copy that.
So that's what we'll do. He's suggesting intermediate tyres. Decision is taken out of our hands now. Now, trouble is, Colapinto is right behind us as well.
10 minutes left of this race.
But here we come. Colapinto is continuing on. And we're in. So here we go. Colapinto now assumes the lead of this Grand Prix. Looks like others are staying out. Or coming in, sorry, to change onto the intermediate tyres.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem attaching the right rear wheel. We need to try and put
we're
that
okay,
behind
it's a
us, and let's
4.3.
finish this race strong. Up to speed now.
It's
Let's
not
get
brilliant.
some heat into those tyres.
But what it does mean is that Colapinto has a bit more of a chance than he would have done. So 3.5 seconds we've got to Yuki Tsunoda.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
So yeah, it's now very much wet conditions. And it will be for the rest of this race. Now is Colapinto gonna be alright? Is he gonna stay in front of Tsunoda? I mean, this is the worst track to get caught on the wrong tyres, isn't it? But yeah, he's really struggling now. Obviously, his mediums will be almost as bad as ours were, if not worse. You can see he's just losing time. Yeah. I mean, he'd have definitely lost out to Tsunoda had he come in the same lap as us. Because we couldn't have double stacked in that time. Well, here comes Colapinto now into the pit lane.
Franco's coming in for his stop.
Let's see what happens, obviously. Tsunoda seems to have a bit more confidence in these wet conditions than we do. Colapinto is on the right there. He's coming out of the pit lane now, I believe. Is he going to come out ahead of Tsunoda? No, he's not. It's going to be side by side with Piastri, in fact. So there you go. But now it's a fight until the end. 9 more laps. Well, you joined me on lap 15, and Yuki Tsunoda is right behind us now. So we're going to have a look in Eau Rouge. He's still there, leaving him the space. Using a bit of overtake here. Side by side, you can see he has got better straight line speed, but we hold the inside and managed to maintain the lead. That was a good bit of defence there.
and we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Now this rain isn't going to last the rest of this race, so it's now about track position, to be honest, until we can get in and on the dry tyres. We know that we're far quicker than the guys around us on dries.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
I mean, what is absolutely amazing is that Max Verstappen has made it up from 21st on the grid, and he is currently 5th, 8 seconds off the lead. He is probably going to be on the tail of this battle by the end of this race if it stays wet. Well, here he comes again. I'm not sure how much we can...
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
Can you stop this here? Wow, very heavy on the brakes there. Managed to just about avoid locking up. But we stay ahead for now. Colapinto is going to be joining this battle very soon. Piastri and Verstappen not far behind as well. Oh God, just try and find our confidence here. Well, Kimi Antonelli is out. And that is a virtual safety car.
Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
And that is very interesting. Now, obviously, got to keep the gaps. And yeah, how quickly is this going to be over? But it does sort of save us.
Right, drop your speed, our delta's 2.
We go back to green then.
Okay, clear.
Back underway. I think we managed to steal a bit of an advantage there from Yuki Tsunoda. He was caught napping a little bit. Now, you might have heard Mark at the end of that we are going to be running on a dry track very, very soon. There's still 5 laps to go, including this one.
Looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions.
But the interesting thing is, we do not have a set of new soft tyres. So, what can we go on to? A brand new set of hards, I suppose, would be fine.
We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
Yeah, what is good is that we are sort of 5 seconds ahead of Colapinto now. But yeah, it is very much drying up, isn't it? I think maybe next lap would probably be the one. Maybe some of the guys behind us might even risk coming in that lap. But it's still going to be 3 laps on dry tyres. It's surely going to be the way to go. DRS is going to be enabled very, very shortly. This is just going to be an unbelievable end to this Belgian Grand Prix. Well, here comes Yuki Tsunoda. What a move this could be. We're going to try and go down the inside again. Oh, we're through. Just about. Inters are definitely not the tyres to be on. I feel like dries are the ones, but it's just such a risk to come into the pits now. And would you make up the requisite time? I'm certain you would. Oh, somebody's out. I think. Was it Max Verstappen, maybe? No, I don't think it was. This is going to be unbelievable. We're going to have 4 cars, I think, within a second of each other very, very soon. Let's see. Whoa. Oh no. Well, there goes Tsunoda through.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Now he, I think, is harvested. I'm going to head down the inside. Not quite managed it there. Bit of a switcheroo. But this is unbelievable again. Just a slight mistake. Bit of argy-bargy with Tsunoda. I just don't think we've got enough straight line speed to take him on without the DRS. But we keep the foot to the floor. Use a bit of ERS. And we've got momentum here. Gonna try and go around the outside this time. Wow, what a move. And unbelievably, Max Verstappen is now up in 3rd. He's gonna be getting involved in the battle for the win very, very shortly on the last lap of the race. It is almost role reversal from the sprint race. Max Verstappen from 21st position in this race. Looks like he's gonna be involved in a fight for the win. Will DRS be enabled for the last lap? That is the question. Verstappen will be getting on the radio saying get DRS enabled. We're on the radio saying it's still too wet for DRS. There's not enough grip. Even though we know in our heart of hearts that that's probably not true. We've got Tsunoda and Verstappen hounding our rear wing here. We're going to do a little bit of charging through the bus stop chicane. It's risky. Tsunoda's there. But here we come onto the final lap of this Belgian Grand Prix. Can we win the race for Toyota? Can we do it? Or is it going to be snatched away from us? Is there going to be DRS? DRS enabled. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS.
Tsunoda's got DRS. There's nothing we can do here. But we're going to throw it round the outside. No! Tsunoda's got it. DRS was enabled. Right at the end there. That is unbelievable. It has been snatched away from us. But can we get it back? I don't think so. I think Tsunoda's just got a bit too much grip for us. Oh, we go a little bit wide. That's Verstappen through as well. It's going to be 3rd place. I can't believe this. We've dominated this race. We don't deserve this. But our tyres are gone. They're overheating now. Is Max Verstappen going to catch Yuki Tsunoda and snatch victory from his teammate now? We're just so far off the pace. Unbelievable. I can't believe DRS was enabled right at the end there. Max Verstappen is not going to quite do it. It's going to be Yuki Tsunoda who wins here in Belgium. Max Verstappen is going to finish 2nd. And at the very least, we're going to get our first podium. We come over the line in 3rd place.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, just unbelievable, isn't it?
Yuki Tsunoda wins.
It was a joy to watch today, honestly, because the driver was clearly able to read the conditions well on track. to use the information properly from the team and usually come up with the right solution at the right time.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. And the little man towers over the rest. It's the top step of the podium for Yuki Tsunoda.
Well, it feels like we've been robbed there. DRS comes available as we are going through Eau Rouge. And then there was nothing we could do to defend from Yuki Tsunoda. We tried. We failed, and through our attempts to regain the position, we lost another one. But, I mean, it was a hell of a race, a hell of a defensive drive in that second stint on the Inters. But,
and with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
well, that is that, I suppose. And, yeah, well, podium at the end of that, which is good. But, yeah, there was a win on the table there. Will we ever get a better chance than that? That's the question. We've won the rivalry, which is good. Fan rating goes up. And sentiment is included or improved as well. But there you have it. That is where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 25 videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.